Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be tackling a game from, I guess it's kind of my childhood. I was more of a teenager when this game came out, but WCW Mayhem. A game that's interesting. WCW Mayhem is interesting because of kind of what was going on behind the scenes at the time WCW Mayhem came out. You see, Electronic Arts, EA, America's most loved video game developer, I think. EA had purchased the rights for WCW because Ukes, who'd been making WCW's games, excellent games for WCW, had moved on. They've gone on to WWF. WWF swooped up, took that developer. They're making WWF games now. Some of the best wrestling games in history would come from that. And WCW would sign with EA, and we would get Mayhem. So your view on WCW Mayhem depends on what system you're playing it for. If you were a Nintendo 64 guy, WCW Mayhem was a step down. Because you had Revenge, and Revenge was freaking awesome. I remember when Revenge came out, I literally right before that was like, we had AOL at the time, and I would get on AOL and I would go to IGN, I think it was IGN, and I would get profiles of each wrestler as they would come out. And I would literally, like, every day IGN would release a different wrestler who's going to be on the roster of WCW Revenge. And I would literally print a page of that wrestler out. And I had, like, this grouping of pages of lists of wrestlers because I was so freaking excited for that game. And that game delivered on so many levels. There were so many good memories. This game, not so much. Now, if you're a PlayStation owner, you had Nitro and Thunder. So if Mayhem comes out after those games, because those games were hot garbage, Mayhem was a step up. So it's kind of an interesting game because it all depends on perspective. You see? Now at the time, WCW was dropping, right? The quality of the product was diminishing while the quality of the product of the WWF was rising. This is the height of the Attitude Era. Of course, if you're watching this video, you probably know this. Maybe you don't. Maybe you hated wrestling, and this is a little bit of a lesson. So WCW Mayhem is okay. Let's say it's in the middle because it's hard to say it's bad and it's hard to say it's good. It's in the middle. A full review of this game will be coming on this channel. So make sure, if you want to see that you subscribe because that will be coming. For today's purposes, we are going to go ahead and we are going to fool around in Quest for the Best mode. Obviously, as you can see, scrolling through the game, there are not too many options. We have not fooled around with Create a Wrestler yet. I will be doing that in my review video, so check that out. Pay-per-view password is another thing. See, back in the day, WCW would run pay-per-views, and then they would release codes. And you could type the code into the game, and then you would unlock a pay-per-view, and you could play through the card. Kind of cool, kind of a neat feature to be honest with you. Something that I probably got down with back in 1999. So the roster for this game, not bad. Not bad at all. Pretty dense. There's a lot. I mean, even Bobby Duncan Jr. is in the freaking game. How many people do you think bought this game and were like, I want to play as Bobby Duncan Jr.? And if not him, you definitely wanted to slam down with old Kenny Chaos. That's for sure. But if you look, you got NWO Black and White, NWO Wolfpack. So this was at that weird time when, like, the two NWOs had combined after the Finger Poke of Doom. So you got, like, Kevin Nash and Hollywood Hogan and Lex Luger, all those guys. Disco Inferno. How many people remember that Disco Inferno was part of the Wolfpack? The Horsemen. Obviously, there's a lot of guys locked. There's a lot of guys locked that you got to unlock. I think Quest for the Best is how you unlock them. So my hope is that playing through this mode, we'll get to unlock some guys together, and we'll go from there. One thing I do want to comment on is how these freaking wrestlers, honestly, graphically, for the time, this looks pretty freaking good. I mean, if you could go back to 1999 and look at the graphics, these wrestlers look pretty freaking good. I mean, one of the complaints that you could have is why their hands are always like this. They're just stuck like this. Who walks with their hands like this? You know, it honestly reminds me of when you used to buy wrestling action figures and their arms were like stuck in one position, and you would try and do matches with them, but you couldn't move their arms. So it was almost this weird thing where like you're like, look, I'm trying to put on a 5-star classic here, but how can I do it when the guy can't even bend his freaking arms? You were kind of stuck with what you got, but you used your imagination, you made it work. But it's just weird. Like I just don't know who made the decision to we're just gonna render these folks like this. You can just turn the hands and then turn them when they lock up. I don't know. Weird decision. Alright, so for the purposes of this video, I don't know who we want to be. I don't know. I can make an argument for Stevie Ray. The old slapjack. We're going to be Curt Hennig. Curt Hennig. And for the first episode of this, this is probably going to end up being a multiple part series. For this first part, we are going to vie for the WCW Television Championship. So the question is, unranked warrior Curt Hennig, he's stepping in, he's ready to go. You know, fresh off of the rap is crap gimmick, or maybe this is at the heat of the rap is crap gimmick. Curt Hennig is jumping into the television championship world, and he is unranked. He's got to fight his way up the ranks, and I think that is the goal of this quest for the best. Fight up the ranks. So we're going to jump right into this thing. No, we do not have a Rumble Pack, and let's get it on. Oh, WCW Thunder. Here we go. We are on Thunder. We are live on Thunder. Tony Schiavone providing the commentary for this game. If you had the PlayStation version, I am playing on N64. But if you had the PlayStation version, you got Tony Schiavone and Bobby the Brain Heenan as Psychosis makes his way to the ring, and he's a ball of fire. Psycho. Look at him hopping over the top rope, showing off. Show off Psychosis. And oh no, Mr. Perfect, for some reason, is afraid of the pyro. First things first, gotta get used to these freaking controls, man. But hopefully we can just run through Psychosis. Okay. Shoulder breaker. Drop kick. We like the drop kick. Oh. Okay, alright. Yeah, nice power slam there by Curt, dropping the elbow. So, man, I'd really like to pick this game up on PlayStation and see how it plays, because for 64, man, the controls are weird. I want to hit the rope. Nope. Okay. Headbutt, just throwing the head. Another drop kick. I do have to say that I'm pretty impressed by the look of the arena. There's something else I can compliment. It's just the stage, the arena. It looks pretty freaking good, man. I mean, this looks like how Thunder looked in the late 90s, in the late 98, early 99. I mean, they really nailed it. He's stunned. We're going for the pin. Pin. 1. No, just not enough damage. Not enough damage. Psychosis is clothesline. Psychosis is a warrior. Loves throwing that kick to the face. He loves stepping on the face. He's doing me dirty. I remember when I was younger, and I had a friend who would play WCW Revenge with us. Man, all he would freaking do is play as Goldberg, and he would literally just unlimited, unrelentlessly throw spears at you. It was like spear, 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 to the point to where you just never wanted to play that freaking game again, because you were so annoyed. I think like 2 of my friends actually almost got into a fight, like an actual fist fight, because my one friend just would not stop spearing my other one. Rolling battle, I think. Oh, he kicked me so hard I fell over the top rope. He kicked me so hard I flew over the top rope, and now he's waiting for me to get up. Oh, that's not going to do you any good, Curt. Wait, 1, 2, okay. Alright. Well, newsflash. Apparently, pinfalls count on the outside. It's kind of interesting how forceful moves are. So, like, you know, First of all, it's interesting how I'm doing the same like 5 moves over and over again, even though I'm hitting different buttons. So there's like a... Also, it said he was stunned, and then he just kicks me in the face. So what does the word stunned mean? Another schoolboy. Maybe this is enough. Maybe this is enough. 1, 2. Got him! Alright. And after a really tough battle, Curt Hennig defeats Psychosis. There you go. There it is. Mr. Perfect looking like a zombie from the Thriller music video, just trying to dance with old MJ there, doing this little weird move. I don't know what that is. All right, Mr. Perfect, Curt Hennig. There you go. Victory. That win will move you up in the rankings. So there you go. We are 1-0, baby. Curt Hennig 1-0 on his chase for the television championship. He is now the number 5 contender. He has such luminaries above him as Bobby Blaze and Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker. Some real tough competition is ahead for Mr. Perfect Curt Hennig. We are going to go ahead and save our game here. And here we go. Our next bout. Number 5 and number 4. What a hot ticket we have. Curt Hennig and Bobby Blaze. I wonder if I could just move around him and punch him the whole time. There you go. Stiff jab. Stiff jab. Picks him up. Oh! Bobby Blaze was not having that. Okay. Instead, we're getting out of the ring, so... I wish I knew the freaking... Like, can I get disqualified? I kind of want to find out. I kind of want to find out if I hit him with a chair, am I going to get disqualified? I don't know. Okay, I don't know how to do a finisher. I need to look that up. Okay. Bobby Blaze has taken over control of the match. Curt Hennig had a pretty disappointing run in WCW. I don't know if there's anybody who would disagree with that. I mean, the man was Mr. You know, he really, actually, come to think of it, when you think about Mr. Perfect's entire career, he really had a pretty disappointing run, right? Like, I mean, even in WWF, when he was Mr. Perfect, I mean, he was always putting on clinics in the ring. And yet, he just never really mounted up to what you would have expected from Curt Hennig. I mean, when you'd watch his matches, they were all super good, and then he never really got to that level of like main event star. Really lived under his potential. He's one of many superstars, I think, that lived under his potential. So what I'm excited about is we're going to bring him to glory. No more living under your potential. You are going to win this freaking television championship if it takes 55 days to do so. Oh no. He's got me in the cloverleaf, right in the middle of the ring. Curt, don't tap. Oof, okay. We survived that. Somehow, some way, Mr. Perfect survived a vicious cloverleaf from Bobby Blaze for the pin. He's trying to get him out of there. 1, 2, 3. Oh, thank goodness. Curt Hennig with a really tough battle on WCW Saturday night, but somehow Curt pulls it off. A little bit of a dipsy-do there, a little bit of how do you do. A little arm raise, tapping those boots. Buddy Lee Parker was a trainer in the WCW power plant, so he was like one of the guys that was bringing up the other dudes. So like Buddy Lee Parker, I joke about him looking like a little Brock Lesnar, and he really didn't accomplish much in WCW in terms of his on-screen career. But the dude freaking trained Goldberg. The dude was like partially responsible for building Goldberg up. And without Buddy Lee Parker, we probably would have never gotten Bill Goldberg. So that's just a little bit of knowledge if you didn't know it. Now, unfortunately for Buddy Lee Parker, he's standing in the ring with Curt Hennig right now, taking a whooping. We're going to do something here. Okay, maybe we're not. Oh, he's in the corner. He's on the top. What in the blue heck is Curt Hennig doing? He had him right on the top. He had him up there. That could have been a devastating maneuver. Instead, Curt decides to dance on the outside of the ring, come back in, and then punch the air a few times. What are you doing, Hennig? We're going to do everything we can, and instead he just, what's he doing? He just throws the chair to Curt, who apparently can't hit him. That is not the reaction that someone would have when they are hit with a chair. But thanks for the weapon, Buddy Lee. As Curt Hennig, oh! The reversal, and the cloverleaf, which I am convinced is the only leg submission that is in the game. It is the only one that I've seen people do so far. Can I run with it? Oh, I can't. Okay, that's fine. Going for the pin. 1, 2, yeah! The television title's history, a little interesting, but I do believe there was a time, just to give you an idea of the status and the prestige of the television championship. At one point, it was like, I don't want to say it was WCW's workhorse championship, because that's like silly, right? It was, but I do vividly remember a time when Chris Benoit and Booker T had the best of 7 series, and I believe they were battling for the TV title. And when you have two workers like that battling for that title, it does give the title a little bit of value. Fast forward to later in WCW's life, I could be mistaken about this, but I think that Hacksaw Jim Duggan once became television champion by picking it up out of a trash can. The title at one point was thrown in the trash, and then Jim Duggan finds the title in the trash can and becomes the television champion. So that's kind of like the level of the title, right? It also just so happens to be the first title you battle for. So in a line of titles, because I've seen the power slam so many times by Curt, it kills me. I'd really like to do a perfect plex by the time we're done here. I don't think it's gonna happen now at this point, but I would really like to pull off a perfect plex. Curt. Whoa, wait a minute. Hurricane Rana off the top rope by Curt Hennig, and he no-sells. Complete no-sell. Schoolboy. 1, 2. No. Way to no-sell the freaking Hurricane Rana, cat. Oh my goodness. There you go. Into the turnbuckle. Nope. Just bouncing off the ropes. Nope. He's just getting some cardio in. Is it just me, or does the cat remind you of Shaun T? He looks so much like Shaun T. I almost feel like I am fighting Shaun T right now. You could easily convince me that that was Shaun T. You could. You really could. Who's that? Who's the Tybo guy? Billy Blanks? Billy Blanks. Remember that guy? He didn't look like he doesn't look like Billy Blanks. I was just thinking of karate, and for some reason that led my mind to Tybo, and then I was thinking of Billy Blanks. I definitely have some criticisms after playing this game, and one of the biggest ones is you do your biggest move and they freaking no-sell. They no-sell it. They just get right back up. Sometimes you'll have a guy down on the mat, you choose to pick him up to do a move, and he's fine as soon as he gets picked up. Why would you ever pick anybody up then if you're just going to pick them up and they're going to be fine? Makes no sense. Alright, we are now the number 2 ranking in the television title quest, as we now will continue on. And woof, I gotta tell you guys, it is getting tough to continue on here. This is it's the same moves over and over again. You and your opponent doing the same moves back and forth to each other over and over again. It's definitely more of an arcade game than it is a wrestling simulator. That's for sure. The level of fun that I had going in when I first started playing as I've worked my way through this TV title tournament, has depleted at a level that I can't even describe. I am no longer having fun. It's more of just like, ugh, again and again and again. At the very least, this quest for the title mode, quest for the best, quest to be the better than the rest, I don't know if I would call it the best, is definitely a drain on my enjoyment of the game. It felt like last match, it was, I stand at the head and I'd stand at the legs and I would move to, wait a minute, what? What? Scott Norton is running out. Scott Norton? What? What is he? What? 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 What is this? And then he just stands there. I don't even know. Okay, I know how to change wrestlers. What? He just tried to drop kick Stevie Ray. What is Scott Norton doing? I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows. Does he ever leave? Does he ever leave, or is he just permanently here? Okay, there he goes. You really helped out your friend, Scott Norton. Really good. Great interference, Scott. You really accomplished a lot. Alright, we're going to the top rope. We're going to the top rope. We've got to end this. Oh, nice. Pin him. Pin him. Pin him. 1, 2, 3. Thank goodness. Curt Hennig finally defeats Stevie Ray by pinfall. What a challenge. And again, it's not even like they're hard. It's more of the like grinding that goes into it that I think is part of the problem. This match, scheduled for one fall at Sold Out, is for the WCW Television Championship. This is the main event of the video. It has all come down to this moment right here. And I love the gargoyles and the Sold Out. And there he is dancing. He's just dancing his life away. No belt. Not wearing the belt. Apparently the game does not have physical belts. Yeah, Disco, get it. Get it, baby. Disco Inferno. Coming down to the ring. He is all business. He is all business. I cannot believe. There's Curt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, again, afraid of his pyro. Doing some sort of thing. I don't know what that's supposed to be. As he makes his way down to the ring, the challenger. There, perfect plex! Perfect plex! 1, 2, 3! He did it! He did it! Oh my gosh! All game. All game. We've been waiting. We've been anticipating the perfect plex from Curt Hennig, and the sly devil that he is, the intelligent man that Curt Hennig is. He held that move back. He said, no, 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 no. There is no way I am allowing my opponents to scout the perfect plex. And sure enough, he waited until the title was on the line to unleash the power of the perfect plex, and we saw how dangerous of a move it was there, because it not only netted Curt Hennig the 1, 2, 3, but congratulations, Curt Hennig, you are the new WCW Television Champion, a belt that you won off the perfect plex. Incredible. I'm stunned. Also, taking a peek at that belt, I do not believe that is the television title. The belt that I am being shown right now has a pirate head, or a skull head. If you see it at the top there, there's a little skull on the top of it. What the hell championship is this? Definitely not the TV title. Definitely not. Definitely. But excited to have won the television championship. And just as I thought, we move on to the United States Championship. But guys, we are ending this one here. I'm going to do a full review on WCW Mayhem at some point. But I got to tell you, after playing through Quest for the Best, or Quest for the Title, or it's Quest for the Best, It's just a lot of the same thing over and over and over again. And that's part of the problem with these little, these tier level championship modes. I know it was the same thing in No Mercy, or not No Mercy, but Revenge, if I remember correctly. It was a tier level. You had your belts and you moved tier. But No Mercy was just a lot more fun of a game than WCW Mayhem. Do like the backgrounds, they look nice. So the arenas look nice. When you're in Nitro, it looks cool. When you're in Thunder, it looks cool. The wrestler models don't look bad. The graphics for the time period are pretty good. But man, oh man, oh man, that hit detection, and man, oh man, oh man, just same move after same move after same move. It just gets kind of boring. When you and your opponent are doing the same things to each other, it's just not a fun game. So this was the television title, Quest for the Best. My goal was to go through each one and try and get to the championship, but after playing this one, I don't know if there will be a second one. We may have to move on to something else. But guys, go ahead and if you like this video, if you like Mayhem, if you like WCW, if you like me, hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe. Comment in the comments section below whether or not you want me to continue through Quest for the Best. I gotta tell you, not the easiest thing for me to play. So if you want me to continue, we'll move forward. If you want to see Curt Hennig's journey through the United States Championship, see him get all the way up to Diamond Dallas Page, go ahead and comment below and tell me you want to see more of this. But unless you do, this Curt Hennig's journey in WCW might end with the television title. Folks, thank you guys for watching so very much, and I will see you later.